Salutations. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our channel, y'all. Oh, I hope everything has been well with you all. I hope that you are in those spirits of your purpose and doing the things that you love so that you can get all of those blessed, abundant beginnings that are coming your way, right? Oh, yes, baby. We are in December. Today is December the 8th, 2023. And we're going to get to what it is that the angel number resonates with the 12, the 8 in the 2023, breaking down to a 387, which lead us into an 18, which bring us ultimately back to a 9, right? A little recap on all of what was last week. We were having these uploads that was given to us about our intuition and also about getting into polishing our gifts and our talents so that we can get in tune with ourselves, to be in tune with what it is that's going on during these times, and tapping into our energy that's coming directly from the divine to us personally, right? Everything had been in that light. Well, today it's no different. We're going to talk about what it is that is a constant reminder for all of the things that have been priorly talked about, what our divine purpose and getting closer to the divine, getting in tune with our intuition, polishing our gifts and using them right, and being in purpose in the progress that we have made thus far, to not let that go. And that was on the day of the 6th with the progress, right? And we know the spirit animal was resonating with the ant, which is giving us the willpower, right? Thinking about that ant moving that rubber tree plant, how small it was, and the will that it had to move those obstacles that was in the way, as well as getting the message for the 327, the 337, with the spirit animal of the crow, in which was leading us to that fulfillment of creating something new with the triple three within the seven, and bringing us a completion. And we remember what it was with the 337 resonating with the area code Louisiana, in specific places like Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Iberia, Sulphur, Youngsville, Calhoun Parish, St. Landry Parish, and Vermilion Parish. And on the day, excuse me, the day before that, it was the 327. These are the messages that did come through loud and clear, which was given from the Most High, and recapping to the first day of December with the spirit animal being the crane. Um, and the 317 with creativity, adventures, and self expression. And at 11 for new beginnings, and the 2, which was for relationships, harmony, balance, and cooperation. And you know what we were speaking of on those particular days was sharing the bed and being in waking up on the right side of the bed, getting into not having any difficulties with where it is that we are going, for the things that we are choosing to do and have in our life. You have to know where you have come from in order to know where you're going. So let's look into it today, December the 8th, 2023, which ultimately gives us the 387. So we have powerful reminder to trust your instinct, work towards your goals, and have faith that the universe is guiding you towards your soul's purpose. Remember, these are some of the things that I was talking about because we were talking about people having job positions where they are uncomfortable with and they are only there to receive the pay. Excuse me, one moment. Oh, I don't know why, but I just have to get an icy cold water. We're going to use that to wake up our brains and get moving because sometimes if you're constantly yawning, it's because you're not getting enough oxygen to your brain. And one way to do that is to your breathing technique as well as getting the water. All right, that's good right there. So the 387 is a powerful reminder to trust your instincts, work hard towards your goals, and have faith that the universe is guiding your soul, guiding you towards your soul purpose. And like I was saying, to reiterate on that, we were talking about people being in their purpose and actually having the right fit for their monetary gain. For what particular field of study that they're in, to be in their passion. And that would be ultimately giving you the opportunity to work in your purpose. If you're working in your purpose, then you will definitely live in your purpose. All right. This number 387 is also often associated with twin flame reunion or separation. If you're hoping for a reunion, the number 387 can be a sign that it's time to let go of any resentment or anger you may be holding on to, right? So, for those of you who are progressing to be with the person who you have a lot of hits versus missing energy, right? Hit or miss energy. You can consider that someone who may be your twin flame, right? And ultimately, the twin flame number for the 387, when it comes to agent number 387, there's a few more things that are more popular than others. One of these is the number 387 is said to carry powerful messages from your angels, and it is one that you should definitely pay attention to if you keep seeing it. So there are a few different interpretations of the number 387 and what it can mean. One popular belief is that the number is a sign from your angels that you are on the right path in life. You may be going through a tough time right now, but the angels are letting you know that everything will work out in the end. Just stay positive and keep moving. Okay, and this is what I was just getting. Some of you all, um, as far as the 387 go on this path alone, to keep moving. Okay, the keep moving part comes in because we know that there are roadblocks, right? And that does not mean that there's an entire detour, because you can think about it like this. If there's oncoming traffic, it's on its own side and it's not just a two-way street, one way and one way going and one way coming, and there is a medium, that neutral ground. You need to find that divide to keep you going so the other traffic that's on the other side that's trying to define their lanes or know what lane to get in, you won't be roadblocked by them, right? And we know that people, places, or things can become roadblocks for our progress. But that is where the number came in on the other day about our progress, which was on the 6th, to continue on in that, bringing us closer to family and love, ultimately gathering up all of those things that we have planted that's ready to be harvested from those seeds of love that has been planted. And it's key is reminding us to keep going. Somebody probably felt like giving up because whatever you're doing is different than what your traditional family values would consist of. So it's like you're kind of out of the class of how your family usually would consider, or what they would usually consider to be conventional way of living or their traditional way of living. But keep it moving because you are now setting those boundaries and the traditions that would be necessary for your sector of the family. That's why we have a such thing that's called a family tree. But separate from the tree, there are branches, and each branch has twigs and leaves that are on them that are independent from the entire tree. Right, you go up the trunk of the tree, and there's a branch right here. It may have only 5 twigs on it and a few leaves, where this branch is very big and hefty, and it has other branches on this one branch that has many leaves. Nonetheless, that is still a part of the whole, which is the family, but it is a separate unit within that. And that's where we're going to keep moving for the things that are resonating with the 387 and how we should look at our own self and paying attention to what it is that the number is telling us. All right. When it comes to 387 in love, if you've been saying it a lot, it's no coincidence. It carries a significant meaning for love. As we know, the three represents balance and harmony. It symbolizes the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, which we know is in the eyesight of the mother. So when you see this number in relation to your love life, it means that the universe is trying to bring you into alignment with your highest good. So some of you all, just like I was just saying, and when it comes to your own path and creating your own family, you have to know when to branch off from the rest of the tree so that you can get what it is that you desire to have in your life that will be fulfillment for you and the unit that you are creating or trying to bring balance and harmony to. Lastly, well, with the number 8 is about abundance and prosperity. When it comes to love, this number signifies that you are being abundant in your giving and receiving of love. Some of you may have been closed hearted to giving or receiving love from being hurt so many times before, not willing to be able to give your openness of your heart to someone because you're sheltering yourself from being hurt again, which is okay because you have to have sound judgment. Yes, we are supposed to make good decisions. That's called having sound judgment. So don't let anyone make you feel like when you're looking at your interactions with them when it comes to your heart and these love situations that the judgments you make regarding your interacting with them is wrong. Now, to judge a person and say, well, you will be condemned to this and that, and blah, 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 that's a whole different thing than making a sound judgment based on your interactions because we do not want you all to be in a state of confusion when it comes to what it is that someone presents to you what they're capable of doing in a relationship. And it also just told me to tell you all that sometimes the only way for you to know if you can trust someone is by trusting them. So once they break that trust, with whatever it is that they have broken it with, you have the decision. It's totally up to you to decide whether you will continue on trusting them at all or not trusting them with a specific thing or task, right? Or even the care of certain people, whether those who are caregivers or looking to receive caregivers for your young or your elderly. Lastly, the number seven is a spiritual number that signifies enlightenment and higher consciousness. Seeing this number in relation to your love life means that you are being called to open up to higher levels of love. And that's where we're going, to opening up those higher levels of love. We're going to be seeing a lot of that happening right now around these times of holidays, because you have so many that are looking to get engaged or possibly having weddings this season, or some of you maybe even getting divorces, which will ultimately set you free from the bondage that was carrying on through that marriage, right? And nonetheless, don't get me wrong, I'm not supporting divorces. I'm supporting healthy people so that we won't have to have divorces. I'm supporting people knowing exactly who they are before they go into other relationships so that they won't have to be figured out. They can display what it is that is part of their package, right? We don't want to do any of those surprise packages. We're gonna leave that totally up to the mystery packages that comes with those little dolls that we will buy our children for those games to play. Right? As adults and young adults and people who are in their prime and well into seniorhood, you should know exactly everything that you want. And if you do not know what exactly it is that you want, then you should set out until you figure you out, because that's the hardest thing to do, is to get in a relationship and you don't even know who you are and expect someone else to find out or get it accurate, right? So let's move on with what is going on. So we got that on the article about the 837 angel number, but then we're going to break it down all the way, what it is symbolically for each individual digit again as well. Number eight is a symbol of balance, abundance, success, and karma. Some of you may have thought that you can get away from being caught in a karmic loop right now. Some of you have gotten out of a karmic loop, and it doesn't mean that it's on the bad side or a good side. You know what karma it is that you have put out there by the deeds, by the works that you have done. All right. It can indicate that you have infinite love, energy, or wisdom, and that you are confident, decisive, and efficient. If you have the angel number eight resonating with you, popping up, showing up again and again, right? It also reminds you that you'll receive what you give, so you should act with fairness and compassion. And that's one of the things that I was talking about. So many people are doing things right now that they're regretting because they were hot-headed. They were moving too swift. They couldn't handle what it is that they were getting in information wise, so where they could not process it as significantly as they should have, right? Angel number eight is a sign of your inner strength and rewards. So now is the time for us to be expecting to be rewarded, right? Just like I was talking about some of those who have been in those long term relationships and looking for a something new to spark it with, like an engagement or those long-term relationships that you have been in that has nothing healthy coming from it. But the ultimate thing would be good with releasing it, because it is always a good release. It's just like holding your urine in, and you gotta go for so long, but you have been holding it in, and now it's finally time for you to use it. You're releasing those things. You'll be very relieved. Right. So let's get to the seven. Go ahead on, get to the seven. Let's see. It's so subtle today. I guess that's that spirit of the lizard. We'll get into that, because I had a lizard in here, and I saw him last night. He was in the bathroom, and I'm like, oh my goodness. He was around the clothesbin. I moved the clothesbin. He ran around it a little bit more. He stayed there, and I let him stay there. I wasn't about to fight with him last night. Oh, excuse me. Wow. I need some oxygen. Mm. So, I'm just getting that out. Stop been yawning too much. All right, now we getting back to what I'm talking about. The quietness of the day. It has a lot to do with that lizard being in here. So I got up this morning and I forgot about the lizard being in here behind the clothes basket. I'm gathering everything so I can go wash. And I take the clothes basket, I move it, and the lizard popped out. But he is a baby lizard. He's stuck in between a rock and a hard place, which the hard place was the cabinet that I had right there, and the rock was me. And I'm not about to kill a lizard. So I'm like, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do. I didn't want to move, because if I would have moved, then he probably would have ran all the way out the bathroom too. I didn't want him to go in the rest of the house, because I know my girls, they gonna be like, lizard, lizard. So I called my oldest daughter. I told her to get me a cup, a plastic cup, because I keep them for whenever they constantly get something to drink. Y'all throw it away. So she got one. It was clear this time. So I got the cup and a piece of paper. You take whenever a lizard in your house and they're not moving, and you can corner it so where you can put a cup on top of it. You're gonna take the cup and put the cup on top of them, right? Open side down, and then you slide the paper up under the cup so that the lizard would be encased in it. And in this particular instance, I had to do that and then pick them up, because you want to make sure that the top is still stuck to the bottom of the paper. So you put your hand under them, and I just looking, I was like, oh my God, this bring back so many memories, because when I was a child, I was one who would take creatures from outside and create a habitat for them, stick holes in the boxes and try to feed them. And I wanted a pet so bad. We had dogs and stuff, but I just wanted something different. So I had to get the lizard out. And I went and returned them back outside. But that brings us to the spirit of the day and the calmness of that, right? So we're going to look at what it is that the spirit of the lizard tells us after we finish the seven on the 387 for today. Seven, angel number spiritual, is a symbol of wisdom, intuition, spiritual growth, and deep connection with the universe, which is definitely what is going on with the other numbers before it, because the three is telling us to be in our creativity. We know that that's going to resonate with us all this month because we have so much of that bursting out with gifts being made, people doing handcrafted gifts for Kwanzaa. People are ordering stuff that are, being produced by manifestors on line. They want special order stuff, which is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you all are out there and you are crafters or you are anybody who have merchandise, people are looking for those handcrafted items because it's special and it's specially made for them. There is no other like the thing that it is that you, as someone a creative, has given them, especially if it's personalized, right? And so many times I was just so that some of you all may have children with names that are very unique, and you cannot go into a store to get anything that has your child name on it. Like if it's a keychain that already has everybody name on it, your child name won't be on it. So if you're looking to getting something personalized, especially made for your child, you can find those type of things on sites like Etsy and Poshmark and other websites when you just type those things in. So that's what we get with the connection from what it is that we're in for this month, with abundance and our gifts being enlightened or enhanced and our talents growing, us getting closer with the divine. For those of you who are able to have a YouTube spot, and then you are giving people your content from your mind, and you are being a very vocal person about some of the things that you believe in, or you are dissecting the things that you believe in, or other beliefs and stuff that's out there. All of that is going to be going on in this month, and especially this year because of the seven. It represents spirituality, inner wisdom, spiritual enlightenment, mysticism, introspection, thoughtfulness, collective consciousness. And there's so much of what it is that's going on about the collective consciousness. This is the year of the seven, and totally for the 2023 calendar year of the Gregorian calendar over here that resonates with us. So it does play a part, but it is not all of the part of the entirety. I want to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Thank you for um your enlightenment, for you, all of you who are out there that are part of the family over here, this our channel. Thank you for what it is that you bring in enlightenment that can also help teach me, as well as I give some things that you can use as teaching points. We are all here to enlighten one another and at our best quality, right? That's being in that purpose, and that's what it is for today, and being purposeful. So let's look at what the lizard has given us. As I was like, oh my God, that lizard got the cold. Lizard. You have to go, but I'm not going to kill you to get you out. All right, the lizard spirit animal symbolizes transformation. Some of you are transforming from that old self. You're letting go some of that self doubt that you have been carrying. You're letting go some of those things that were once triggering you. You're understanding what it is to be able to be different and to have that uniqueness that the Most High put inside of you, right? We can hear that saying, the mold has been broke when I was made, which is definitely true. There's never going to be something, I'm just saying that from being somebody who makes stuff. Just like this. I use the crochet needle and this yarn. I got a whole spool of this here. I'm gonna be making stuff until I run out of yarn. But these two are, they look alike, but they not alike because every single pull of the yarn was a different pull. And however it was that I pulled it was not the same. It's very hard to be consistent when you are created on getting every aspect right unless you are or some sort of robotics, right? And that's like a Cricut machine cutting the same cut marks every single time because that's what it was programmed to do and to only run that particular program. But we know as human beings, we got things that's going to happen, that's going to interrupt us. So you're going to stop. And when you put it, that particular thing down and come back to it, you're not going to be in that same rhythm. So we're looking at somebody also getting into the rhythm of things that they're also going into. That's what that transformation, the adaptability. You may be coming out of one environment and trying to go into another environment. Maybe that's for a higher level. You were first, you were in the kindergarten. Now it's time for you to adapt to second grade. You have passed the test to move on to the next level because of that resilience that comes with the spirit of the lizard, right? And then we can see what our natural eye, I'm not going to read the article. The natural eye shows me that a lizard has the uncanny ability to climb everything. There's no wall too steep, no tree too steep, no house too steep. And if you ever just watch lizards' behavior, you know they can be in a tree that's like 20 feet tall. And then all of a sudden they just flop from out of nowhere and just run off. How was it able to do that? Because of the adaptability that it has gained and its resilience to keep on going. That was part of what was resonating with the 3A7 as well, to keep moving. You may have fell down this one particular time. You got to get back up and keep it moving. Nothing in life stagnates. Everything is moving. Everything is going to keep going forward. All right. It represents change, growth, and power of renewal across various cultures. So the lizard is here for many cultures to intake as a spirit animal. The lizard spirit animal offers guidance and embracing new beginnings and development of self confidence, patience, and keen perception in life. Lizards also symbolizes what it seeks to show you that there are powers of survival that are untapped and untapped within you. So there's things that you need to get tapped into within yourself. It's not telling you to tap into anything else other than you. This is where the lizard is coming in from. Other than you, within the divine, other than the divine messages that is being given to you. All right? You should learn to surrender what no longer works for you so that you can be open to regenerative energies in your life. So it's time to regenerate. Thank you, my eye, for tuning in. Thank you for your love and your support. All right, let's see. Embracing the change, growth, the lizard. Just thinking about the lizard. How many of you have seen a lizard lose its tail and keep on going? Sometimes it's okay to sever those things that does not serve a purpose, especially if what is being cut off is something that is dead weight, right? Embracing a change unlocking your inner strength. Let's embark on captivating expedition, uncovering spiritual meaning, cultural interpretations, and intriguing facts about the scaly little friends. They're talking about the lizard, but these are scaled lizards, right? Embracing change and new beginnings. The lizard sheds their skin, symbolizing the ability to let go of the past and embrace new opportunities. So that's where it is that we're coming from today. The lizard was here. It's telling me, it's talking to us, y'all. Time to let some stuff go. Maybe it's those people. Maybe it's the thought of a love that will never come through. Maybe it's time to let go of being gaslit, right? Or being catfished, all right? Unlocking your inner strength and independence. Also, uh, sorcery creatures, lizards, remind us to rely on our own abilities and develop self confidence. That's what everything has been spoken of this week and the week prior about us getting into our own abilities. You're capable. Remember, they said Cain killed Abel, but can you be able? The can't, CANT, will take away everything that you are able to do if you allow it to, right? And that's how you can get kicked out of the garden for letting all of the things that you think that you cannot do take you to a place that will bring you out of that space that is that Garden of Eden. Personal growth and transformation. Liz's adaptability to various environments encourages us to evolve and overcome challenges. These are things that I was talking about of myself on the 6th of December. Taking initiative. Lizards are quick and agile, aspiring us to seize the moment and take action when opportunities arise. That was just like what I was talking about with that lizard being in that big old tree and falling out of it and still being alive, right? They're agile. That's why it did not die on the way down. It's agile. That's why it did not die when it hit the ground. Then it took the moment because it probably was trying to get away from a bird way up on high that was trying to eat it. That's why it fell through that tree. It took the moment, it seized the moment to live. And that's what it's time for to do with the lizard spirit resonating with us today. Resilience, resilience, with their ability to regrow lost tails, lizards teach us to recover from setbacks and keep moving forward. That's what I was talking about before I even read it. Didn't I tell you about the lizard losing its tail? And that's what it is that we're talking about right now, right? When you have an physical and emotional transformation, the lizard's ability to shed their skin means they are a symbol of transformation, both physically and emotionally. With a few quick moments, lizards can change drastically in size from one moment to another. So they're able to change the size as well. They also have regenerative properties, which are why some people believe them to be magical creatures who can heal themselves by shedding parts of their body as needed. And that's definitely everything of what we're talking about. Letting go some of those old habits, letting go some of those old beliefs, letting go some of those old friends, letting go some of those things that you are thinking about that are no longer relevant, right? That could be childhood traumas, wounds, old thoughts of abuse, I should have, could have, would have, so, right? Time to let all of that go and just walk into that light of what it is that the 387 brings us. Encouraging individuals to focus on personal growth and development. So everything is coinciding with each other, as well as this message for today with the 387 angel number, and also that resonating with the spirit of the lizard. Come on, Most High. Because before that, it was speaking to me on another spirit animal. And then when I went into that bathroom and had to go through what I went through with the lizard, it the Most High said, "This is it. This is the message for today. This is where I'm gonna take you. This is what goes with the 387 and transformation." And then personal growth. That's how you can transform with your own personal growth and development. It's okay to be a part of a group, right? But then if that group has you to the place where you have to do certain things to be a part of that group, then you may want to think if you want to transform into a part of that. And if they don't allow you to be who you are for yourself, then that's definitely a group you may want to rethink about being in. As I know I would. And I'm just saying that because that's part of who I am and how I will respond to certain things. But I'm not telling you to do it. These are all suggestions. So let's get into it and get some fun. I was hearing that somebody wants to know what's it gonna be because they can't pretend. What's it gonna be? Cause I can't pretend. Don't you wanna be more than friends? Hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. You have the right to lose control. Lose control. Let's see what that has to do with anything. Because we're going to go ahead on and get into that stack, baby. And let's make this very, very interesting. What the spirit is going to give us, what has been poured out with the tea that we all need to sip up. Oh, yes. Don't think that it's just going to be some lame reading on the energy for the day, resonate with the 387 and transformation with the lizard, and telling us about that spiritual growth and development that we know we walking into that light because we letting some things go and it's getting lighter where things used to be heavy. Now it's time to get it on. Because what's it gonna be? Because I can't pretend. Don't you wanna be more than friends? Hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. In Vogue. And that's one of the number one songs. All right. So we definitely know that this got to be something for someone in love. Okay. So here are the words. What's it gonna be? Because I can't pretend. Don't you want to be more than friends? Then hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. You have the right to lose control. Yeah, you have the right to lose control. Don't let go. I often tell myself that we can be more than just friends. I know you think that if we move too fast, it would all end. I live in misery when you're not around, and I won't be satisfied till we're taking those vows. All right, now. All right. So we know we have a DF in here because In Vogue is a women's group, right? That is asking what it's going to be. Divine Feminine. Let's get some more investigation here going on. Let's see. Okay. So we're looking for this um group. The In Vogue was started in 1989. So this may resonate with some of you all. Um, if it does, how old were you all in 1989? I know I left that silent for a while because I'm thinking about it. And I know how old I was exactly in 1989, right? But then the thought of it is like this. Let's see. 1989 was the year of the nine. Oh, wow. And look how that correlates with everything. When I tell you these messages, baby, trust me that I am not playing. The Most High is all in this piece, in this cut. Look at my edges. Yeah, I know. It's time for a shampoo. I feel like I want somebody else to shampoo my hair this time. Though I'm always shampooing everybody else's hair. I need somebody to come do me some justice. All right, so 1989. 1 plus 9 is 10, and 8 plus 9 is 17. That's 27. And the 2 plus 7 is 9. What's it gonna be, baby? Because I can't pretend, and that's what we got on the day for the totality of the 387. Because the 387 is 18 together, and the 1 and the 8 is 9. So what is it going to be? Somebody, divine feminine, is telling them this is the day of reckoning. We seeing what the spirit of the lizard brought in for transformation, and we know that the lizards say that it's okay for to cut some stuff off because we are able to heal thyself over here. Collective. Come on now. We'll lose a tail and grow one back. Now, what's it going to be? Because the message is coming in loud and clear with the 387 that goes with the 9. And then the 1989 is the year that the group In Vogue was formed. It is a 9. So, what is it going to be? Let's see what the 9 see. And we're going to go with the angel number. The 9 angel number is a symbol of love. Go figure, right? Faith, spiritual enlightenment, and spiritual awakening. What the 387 is not already telling us. See how I make a 9? Everything, every day is God ordained. No matter how bad we do in that day, every day is a God given day. The angel number 9 is a symbol of love, faith, spiritual enlightenment, and spiritual awakening. It represents karma and the universal spiritual laws, which is sublet in what it is in the 8. Because the 8 is in part of the 9. You take 1 and 8 and make the 9. But that came before you get to the 9, which is going to finalize some of these things that we're talking about. 9 is associated with spiritual growth. Oh, always at the wrong time for the right time. As long as I'm sitting there not doing nothing, I'm telling y'all no lie. When I be up in here just doing crafts and stuff like that, making stuff, nobody don't call my phone. Nobody don't call. As soon as I get on live, it look like everybody wanna go to calling. So let's get back with it. The nine is associated with spiritual growth, completion, peace, and spiritual awakening. It also is a symbol of wisdom, intuition, and humanitarianism. The angels want you to focus on your inner self and connect with your higher self. If you receive the angel number nine, it's a message from your angels that your life path and your soul mission have something to do with being of service to people. And for all of those who carry the life path number nine, it is a hard task because we know that there are forces out there that will love for you to give up on being opposite of what they are when you're dealing with the life path number nine. According to numerology, if your number nine is your life path number, it is of completion, signifies the end of a cycle. So these things are coming. And it also goes back to the spirit of the lizard, breaking away from those things that no longer serve you, severing those ties, like losing that tail to start a new one. And maybe there is an old tail of you that is trying to keep going on into the beginning with you, this new beginning. You see, those tales that has been told is what is going to be whipped by the number nine because it cannot continue on, right? Whether it's the words of those who supposedly love you, or either the words of yourself, who you presented yourself to be to others, is coming to an end because there is a new beginning that is ushering itself in by following the cycle of the nine. And in your life pad number, you are a natural leader. You're often drawn to positions of authority. So you may be someone who can be a teacher, you can be a doctor, a lawyer, a judge, you may be in law enforcement, you may be of the service in the military, you can work at a school in a cafeteria. It's just something that you love to do about servicing people. You may be a spiritual advisor, you may be a motivational speaker, you may be a philanthropist, right? When you're dealing with the life pad number nine. Excuse me. Let me see. Put some of this coconut oil. It is so delightful. It's homemade rose infused coconut oil. It took a year to make. It's quality. Inside out health care, self care, and that's what we add. Maybe you have been holding back with giving what it is that you give to yourself. It does not always have to be something bad, but it can be something good that you have been making bad because of the lack of being of service to others and what it is that you have that is helpful to you, right? Like creating a product like soap. But in my particular case, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not about to give y'all nothing that I don't know what it's capable of doing after it's been made or how long. Now, I'm gonna say this: this product right here, it only took a few hours to do what it needed to do to make it, but it took a whole year for it to cure. So that means that it has no impurities inside of it. It has no mold. You see that? That's how you know it's worth a product. It's raw, but it's worth the wait. Everything hand processed. The flowers hand picked, hand dried. The oil is handmade, right? Even though I bought it as hand processed oil and I infused it together by hand, and it is good. And I tell you, damn good. Pink roses alone, you don't need any extra perfumes. You gotta get the right flowers for the enhance your stuff, and then it's edible because you can eat pink roses. You can eat roses. You can cook with rose water. Some people make cookies. They ball of roses in water and then use that water to infuse it into different things. But this is pink rose infused um, coconut oil with hints of sea salt. All right. So it could be something that you are holding back. But now it's time to end that cycle of holding back and let it go. Give the people what it is that you have been given to yourself in that healing, transformative state of the lizard, right? Because it is a self healing thing. And if these things, like I know I've been using, been helping me to heal, then I can offer that to someone else. If my life pad number is a number 9, tell that to yourself. Being on a life pad 9 means learning to let go and adapt to change and welcome new beginnings. That's basically what I've been saying. People with the life pad number are very kind, generous, and humble and care very much about people. And I also just heard for you all who are in a life pad number 9, you are going to receive all of that goodness that you've been given to others. It's inevitable for you too, because now you're on the return of that. Next year, we're going into the 8, which is bringing that balance and that judgment into it with the compensation for everything that we put out before we get into that, right? hmm A lot of people don't think that it could be coming for them, good or bad. You got to make restitution with what it is that you know. And especially if you have a conscience. But some of you are so headstrong, arrogant that you don't think you do, right? I'm gonna just take this to the grave, and I'm gonna see who I'm gonna have to answer for then, because a lot of you don't believe in the Most High God, and that there's something that you still have to answer for after you leave out this life. You think you just get a pass, right? A lot of us just think we get a pass because if you don't believe in God, it doesn't apply. But at the same time, it still will apply, because if you don't believe in God at the point of your death, it don't matter what happens to you afterwards. You may not have nothing to do with it, but it still have a look, because it's how your family treated you. It can be how your family treated you at your services. And even if you think you won't have a service because you don't believe in God, you will have a service. Unless you put that in a will, I do not want a service. Just bury me. Still have to be done. It's a preparation regardless. That's why I be wondering about some of y'all. It's like, what planet y'all come from? I ain't never seen it happen yet. Even Jesus' body had to be handled, right? They want to talk about one person, as far as I know, who body ain't never had to be handled. They just walked off and got caught up into the sky. But that's still something that happened to the body. Don't get too caught up in the fairy tale side of life and the make believe. It's still something that gotta be done. Even the animals, still something has to be made in preparation for their end. Whether it's just becoming part of the bottom of somebody's shoe or shoes being walked all over till they completely gone, or being actually put back into the ground still. And I'm just saying that I don't know, my face looks so full. I must have gained about 10 pounds for Thanksgiving. But that's okay because I love my juicy face. Now, let's get back to the nine. This number is derived from your date of birth. And you know that you can add up all of the numbers that deals with the date of your birth, the day, I mean the month of the year, the day of the year, and also the year of the birth. Is how you get your calculation on what your life pad number is and how to associate that with actually putting it into work. And there's something else too, um, that you can know is that even in odds has a tone that resonate with them as well. The numeric value of yes is 3, which is an odd number, and the numeric value of the word no is 2 digits. I'm not counting the number of the alphabet where they lay, but if I were to do that, you got YES and NO. So you got a 6 with a E, and then so you got. But anyway, make a long story short, I'm not gonna get into it because y'all already seen I was yawning a lot. Um, so I know I'm kind of my oxygen kind of low. Now, just say yes is the I side, no is the even side. Number 9 is on the odd side. So you're getting a yes to keep on going forward with what it is that you're doing. Now, let's go. When you're dealing with the number 9, you know that's dealing with the end of the cycle, the completion of some things that are significant in your life. With those with the number 9 life pad and natural leaders and are often drawn to positions of authority, which we already went over that. So what is the meaning of the life pad number 9? Simply put, the number 9 is one of a teacher. Those with this number are often called to help others learn and grow. So you have been someone's lesson. You could have been someone's lesson that ultimately turned into a blessing for them as well as for yourself. They possibly didn't think that there was anything for you to offer them because they were not ready to let go of certain circumstances or cycles. But you are the cycle ender. You are here to help those who are in need of someone that is okay with being an authoritative figure in others' lives. You have control. You're very compassionate. You are a humanitarian. You care and consider other people's as much as you consider yourself because this is the essence of who you are. Okay? They're also very compassionate, have deep understanding to the human condition. They are good at giving advice and counseling others, and they are often drawn to helping professions such as teaching, social work, and medicine. And you possibly are combined with all of those things, right? You may be working on a social media site. It is time for you to get ready for The return, the big payback. Uh, Somebody wants to know what is it going to be. And before I got interrupted with the phone call and getting up to get the charger, we wanted to know what these cycles were that was about to come to a close. And then we needed to get the oracle cards for that because this is everything which is in this stack that we have accumulated for this entire year, right? And some things that we've been going through, y'all. It's been hard. They got people pulling all kind of strings every which way. People exerting their power over those who they think are powerless in many forms of fashion, which they did not think those cycles were going to come to an end. Someone put out into the ethers, I'm tired of this. And the universe replied, it may have seemed like it was not going to be heard, right? The cries that were cried out to the universe. But somebody wants to know what is it going to be because they're tired of pretending and they resonated in that energy of the nine for these new cycle and new beginnings to come in. They say, take nine, one of them right here. Two of them right here. And we're going to go, we need seven more. What we have? Three of them right here. And we have four of them right here. Yes, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm glad that you can watch it whenever you do. Feel free to share the video. Share, share, share. Yes, it's in the air. I put it out there. I can't take it back. It's in my state. 5. What it is that we want to know what it's going to be because nobody can pretend. Somebody can't pretend no more because I can't pretend. All right. We got a 6 right here. That lizard got me so quiet. That spirit of the lizard. He say not yet. He ain't moving around enough. 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. Because we know a lot of stuff been moving around. What have y'all been hearing in y'all skies? Because I know I've been hearing some stuff going on. I'm like, what's going on? 8 and 9. All right. All right. So on the bottom of this here we got Oya, Hera. Oya is married to Shango. She's like Hera. And he's like Zeus. So maybe we need to look into what it is about Oya and Shango and the significance to them right now for someone, because that's what it's gonna be. Somebody is saying what it's gonna be because I can't pretend. Maybe it's a union between somebody who carries the spirit of Oya with someone who carries the spirit of Shango, and they are in conflict with one another. What is this that's going on? We have friends that support their bad behaviors low down. Somebody have some friends that's been supporting their bad behaviors. They low down for that. And then we got a 2 of swords that came up on there. What's it gonna be, huh? What is it gonna be? Okay, so I had to stop because I'm not memorizing none of this stuff, and I'm not trying to. I'm not a tarot card reader. I'm just using these for the energies that brings up. The Two of Swords indicates that you are facing challenging decisions, but you are unclear about which option to take. Both possibilities may seem equally good or equally bad, and you are stumped about which will lead you to the best outcome. So that's what we're dealing with. Those transformations definitely will lead you into having some of the indecisiveness that you having, because guess what, you ask them what it's going to be, dealing with the in vogue song Divine Feminine, because you can't pretend, point blank period. And what's that on the other side? Nothing else to see after what I'm saying. You have some decisions to make. You know that it is dealing with a union about somebody who carried the spirit of Oya and somebody who carried the spirit of Zeus. And this is out the mouths of babes. Because this is the handwriting that my daughter. And then we know that somebody in this state have friends that support their bad behaviors. They low down. They not telling them right from wrong. And then we got the wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune is one of the most highly symbolic cards in a deck, filled with signs that each have its own meaning. All right. Good luck. It is good luck. This is what everything is resonating with this message. And what was I saying about those new beginnings coming in after the closing of this chapter, which is today, December the 8th, 2023, because we got past a time in our life where this season we would be normally sad and upset because of grief and pain that resonates with this time, even though there is a high volume of good energies being projected because of the seasons and the holiday. The Wheel of Fortune card meaning good luck, destiny, change, karma, soulmates, decisive moments, cycles of life. See, this is everything that is resonating. Y'all just seen what it was that I did. I'm not going to deny what you do. Don't deny me. And we going to have a good time. Don't try to block me, and I'm not going to block you, or I won't put an end to what it is that you do, because I resonate heavily with the light pad number 9. But I don't have to say that every time. I know when somebody is in my way. All right, what is this? One day at a time. Give thanks every day you rise. That's what you do. They didn't think you were capable of doing it, but you have been doing it. Thank you, Most High, for giving me life, food on the table, a roof over my head, clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, everything. Thank you, Most High, because how can I deny the Most High if I want to be exonerated? How can I deny the Most High if I want to keep on being able to have these things? The Most High that lives inside of me, right? That has been clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. No matter about the decisions that you know you have to make, it's time to cut cords because it's the Two of Swords. But those cords that you need to cut are possibly from people, places, or things, point blank, period. We know that they got friends that's on the down low because they recognize you and this person as being Oya and Shango in their belief. But there's also some other thing. What they say as facing us collective, they telling us, I can love you forever on the blue card. You know it's coming from the divine masculine. Because I'm going to read the energy right. Because the Father already gave me what I need to see. And it's showing me what I need to see to give to you. Right? My first love, point blank, period, on both sides. Somebody, this is your first love. They have bad friends. It could be either or. It could be the divine feminine who have bad friends that's supporting your bad behaviors. They on the low, they low down for that. Because friends don't leave friends into burning houses. You help them to go away from that. We know this dealing with your first love. Your first love could be a friend of the new love, or this could be your first love that is someone who you're gonna have this wheel of fortune with, because they see how grateful and thankful you are for life. No telling what it is that they going through, point blank, period. And these were on a 9. Then somebody say they can love you forever. And that was a thing, point blank, period. That's what it would be. So it's time to make some decisions. Because the wheel of fortune is heading your way. And you have to have good people around you for to be able to handle that, because some of these people who will come into your life, especially if they low down friends, they not going to help you do right, because they supporting your bad behaviors. So if you doing something bad and they help and support your bad behaviors, you think they going to help support you when you get locked up or if you sick or whatever? Because people who help you do wrong, they don't want you to do right. They want something bad to go on for you. You feel good as a friend lying for your friend when you know they done did something wrong. And I'm hearing, especially like something like a murder. And then you mad when they come back around and something happened to you or your family in that particular way, like it happened to the other people who you are lying for your friend. I ain't saying no names because it's so common. Don't ask me for no names because you know who you are. Maybe you are watching this right now or you will watch it later on. The things that resonate with you will resonate with you because you know your story and you know what you're going through. Like I said, this wheel of fortune is coming for you and for that new love that can love you forever. But it's so hard to get past when you can see that they have these type of people in their corner. Friends that help them do wrong. And I just heard I can love you alone, but I can love you alone, ALONE, but you have to leave those low down friends that's helping you to do wrong alone. And they've been loving you all along, because I can love you forever. Maybe they never stop loving you. Whoever this first love is, you were their first love, or they were your first love. Let's get some more clarity on this first love. Is it somebody significantly that's gonna be up in here? Who is this first love? Is it somebody that's in this state? Give me some clarity. It says this one, a first love that's a liar. So maybe your first love was lying to you, or you know who it was. They lied. Somebody that was a first love. And see, that's why what's it gonna be coming up? Oh my goodness, that was a lot that jumped out of there. I need to know exactly. I'm being too nosy. I'm being too nosy. And the messages were given to me. But now I need to know who this first love, the lion first love is. That can love you forever. Yeah, y'all. It's been going down, but it's going up. Somebody that won't be talking to the king. They want to take him to the king. First love is a king. The first love that was a king. But they want to be taken to the king. They say, take me to the king. Let's see what's on the other side of that. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Your first love, if it's a DM, could be a king. You feel like he's a king and you want to bring your heart to him because that's all that you have to give. But they can love you forever, or you've been loving them. You can love them forever, whoever this person is. What else we got coming up? Let's probably get some clarity. Zekoyo, Maya, Lady of Rainbow, fertility, sensuality, powerful aged woman, and she brings death and destruction to the world to bring healing. Wow. Let me see. So that may resonate with some of you all. The Lady of the Rainbow. Let's get what that is. All right. Giselle, Mayan goddess, our goddesses that fertility and that has been translated as Lady Rainbow or as she of the pale face, an allusion to the moon's surface. Fast facts. Seychelles, known for a goddess of the moon, fertility, physical love, weaving, religion, classic and late post-classic period of Mayan. So this is all dealing with Mayan. So this is an indigenous person. She's known for being the goddess of the moon, fertility, physical loving, and weaving. Also known as Lady Rainbow, she of the pale face, goddess I, or goddess O. Appearance, two aspects, a young sensual woman and an old crone. Right? Shrines, Cozumel and Isla Majores, Mexico. Appearance are Madrid and Dresden codexes. According to Spanish colonial records, the Mayan thought that the moon goddess wandered the sky, and when she wasn't in the sky, she was said to live in the cenotes, natural sinkholes filled with water. When the waning moon appeared again in the east, people made pilgrimages to Zishel shrine on Cozumel. In the tradition of the pantheon of Maya gods and goddesses, Zishel has two aspects, that of a young central woman and an aged crone. However, that pantheon has built was built by archaeologists and historians based on a wide variety of sources. and bringing it back to lunar crescents and rabbits. So this all goes into what it is that was spoken of on the other day about the rabbit spirit animal and with fertility as well as that. So these messages tie in, but that's just giving us a little bit more of what it is. Let's see how this coincides with that of Oya. Oya is a Orisha of winds, lightning, and violent storm. As a river deity, she is also regarded as a deity of children, able to provide children to her devotees or those who come to her banks at the Niger River. Believes Oya lived on earth as a human from the town of Ira in the present day Colorado State, Nigeria, where she was a wife of Olafin of Oyu, Shango. All right, so Oya and Shango did come up, and it has a lot to do with fertility as well as the lightning and violent storms and winds. Right, she is often depicted as a buffalo in traditional poetry and was believed to have the power to shapeshift into a buffalo. The African buffalo serves as a major symbol of Oya and is forbidden for her priests to kill a buffalo. She is known as Oya, the mother of nine. Okay, so, oh, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. I am getting chills, y'all, because we had Oya and Shango come up in there. Somebody is the first love. And maybe it is this union between Oya and Shango that is going on, with what is being talked about with that Wheel of Fortune. But we got a Lady of the Moon showing up in here. So obviously somebody is in that spirit, or the person who is also carrying the spirit of Oya is carrying the spirit of the Lady of the Rainbow, or the Moon. And let's go back to Yoruba land, Yoruba land. All right. Okay, so on y'all likes, if you're gonna make a small sacrifice in food for Oya, it is that you um can give her crushed black eyed peas and make the black eyed pea dumplings, stuff it with shrimp or okra and crushed peanuts. She likes savory stuff. And there's also many other things that you can look up. But y'all all know y'all story. Let's get something on this Lady of the Moon. Okay, so the Lady of the Moon, she's sexual. Seychelle, Zeshell is the Mayan goddess. According to several historical records during the Spanish colonial period, there was a life-size ceramic statue known as the Oracle of Zeshell, located in Cozumel Island. The Oracle at Cozumel is said to have been consulted during the foundation of the new settlement and in times of warfare. Pilgrims were all said to have followed Skade, the prepared Maya causeways from as far as way as Tabasco, Zenacano, Champton, and Campeche to venerate the goddess, right? The Mayan pilgrim route crossed the Yucatan from west to east, mirroring the pathway of the moon through the skies. The colonial dictionaries report that the pilgrims were known as Hula, and the priests were Ejekin. The Ejekin posed the pilgrims' question to the statue, and in exchange for offerings of copal incense, fruit, and bird and dog sacrifices, reported the answers in the voice of the oracle. So they were also making um, sacrificial rituals to Seashell, the Mayan goddess lady of the rainbow. All right, so she recognizes and also goes with fertility. But then we got those new cycles are being closed out. And then I just heard that somebody, it doesn't even, it's not even another person, but somebody was doing some moon rituals against your fertility. And that's why she came up as a protectant of your fertility for those of you who carry the spirit of Oya that is resonating with your Shango, that first love that was a liar. And somebody asking to be taken to the king inside of all this a little bit more. Because that was the 10 after the 9 that came up with being taken there. What is this? It's stuck to my hand. Unhealed wounds. Somebody had some unhealed wounds, and that's possibly why they were lying. And see, the 9 brought forth the story that he was listening to, or she was listening to the bad friend. Take it how it resonate. You know which role you play in this whole thing. Somebody needs some folic acid to help build up their enzymes. And that's everything of what it is. Let's see. Somebody got a union coming in. Somebody was trying to stop your fertility, and they showing me that it was a biker boy in reverse. A biker boy. Maybe your Shango is somebody who is like a biker boy. He rides a motorbike, a four wheelie, a Viper, a dirt bike. He in a bike club, a Harley Davidson. He show riders, a bicycle. He can also ride on horses. And then what is coming up behind it? Inheritance. They lying about inheritance. Your biker boy. They playing into the moonlight. But the goddess of the rainbow was there for you. This popped out. I want to tell you everything you need to know. This is some real stuff. Now it's getting real. Somebody is a nonviolent offender. It could possibly be that biker boy. They lied about it. They lied about the inheritance. They've been playing up under the moon, and the wheel of fortune coming your way. You got some love that need to be healed by your first love. Let's see all of this that's going in. I want to tell you everything you need to know. Somebody want to have a talk about what they need, what you need to know. It gotta come out their mouth. You see the inheritance in here. You see that biker boy right there. Somebody needed to take folic acid. They've been being played with because somebody got unhealed wounds. They've been a liar. They got a first love involved in this here. They want to be taught to the king. They was playing with the moon magic. See the goddess of the moon popped up, the lady of the rainbow. We know they can love you forever. They got these bad old friends that's helping them do dirty stuff. They low down for that point blank period because we got a wheel of fortune coming, collective. Because you in this energy of Oya, you got a Shango, and y'all been taking it one day at a time, giving thanks for everything that y'all got. Waking up in the morning, the air, the food, the clothes, your feet, your shoes, your head, your body. You've been giving thanks for everything, for giving me life. Thank you. And you taking it one day at a time. That means you don't have to rush. Point blank period. Why? Because decision need to be made. Now, what else more we gotta get out of here? Because we know they can't block for long. It's gonna come out. And if it don't come out of my mouth, it's gonna come out of somebody else's mouth. And a lot of us readers only been confirming with each other messages been bringing. Yesterday might have been somebody else's day to bring the confirmation. Today might be my day. What they say? Larger accounts, more money. That wheel of fortune is in there. It's coming. Can you receive it? You got to know that it's yours. It's mine already. Whatever is for me is mine. It can't be taken away from me. I can only deflect it, but then that's only for so long that you can deflect something, right? Defer payments. Somebody need to pay their loan. What we had undelivered products. It was in reverse, upside down. But then I turned it like this because it's time for to get those products delivered. Maybe you don't even have orders yet, but then you're gonna have to be um delivering them. That's why it was upside down because you're not gonna have no undelivered product. We already seen that there's a larger account coming, more money coming. I'm holding this in my hand. It's my stake that I can't take nothing back out of. They say add some more to that. And let us give you what it is that need to be taught about in this message. Something hit the floor. Point blank period. Say talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Cause what's it gonna be came out on the 9 in Vogue. What is this? A King of Wands in reverse. What? Let's see. The King of Wine reverse can indicate that you lack the energy, experience, and enthusiasm to accomplish what you set out to achieve at this time. You are taking a backseat and are not being proactive in your life. Somebody, that's why she asked him what it's going to be. Because I can't pretend. Somebody asking you to do come up with talk and his decisions that got to be made. We already seen that with the Two of Swords. We know that there's a whole lot on the table, and this person gonna have it with or without you, but they want you to be there. What's it gonna be? Because I can't pretend. Can't wrap my hands around it either. They say let some of it go. Plant a garden. It's time to plant one. Point blank period. And what it say? Don't let go. What am I telling you? Didn't I tell you that that's what the song was gonna be? What's it gonna be? Cause I can't pretend. Don't you wanna be more than friends? Hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. What did it say? Don't let go. Hold me tight. Somebody wants you to hold them tight. Divine feminine, divine masculine. And don't let go because they want to know what it's going to be. They're at their place in their life. You are it with them. And probably all it takes is y'all really communicating about it. What is this? Upside down. Although you are going through a rough patch now, that you have to keep, know that you have to keep going forward to get through it. You will make it through. What did I say earlier? Keep moving. For those of you who are just coming into this video, know that everything that is being said is only going to be a confirmation for what has been spoken prior. This is how the Holy Spirit works. Everything comes into conjunction with what is being talked about, point blank, period, because we don't want to blow it, right? Take him out of there. Although you are going through a rough patch, know that you have to keep going forward to get through it. You keep moving. I already been wrote that a long time ago. It's been an hour and 41 minutes that I've been here spelling these things. See? What it say? Keep moving. What it say? What is going to be? These are words that is co-signing what I already said. Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. Somebody's having an anniversary today. Today is December the 8th, 2023. It has to be significant for you in here. Maybe this is your message. Maybe it's not. Maybe you know somebody who these messages does relate to. And if you do, introduce them to my page where we are here. Look what fell on the floor. I was about to not pick it up. It is this thing. All we need to do is work together. So whoever this couple is, y'all being urged to work together. The universe is shining down on y'all. Work together. That's how everything in a union works. When they work together. What else we need to know? On the cut, is this something? Oh my God, Big Mama showed up. Big Mama came up in this cut. And what is upside down adjacent to Big Mama? What is upside down? Soon as I get home, upside down. Somebody was upside down about soon as they get home. Faith Evans. It was a Gemini opposite of Big Mama. And they talking about soon as they get home in reverse. Y'all ain't coming home. Whoever that Gemini is must not be, because it's in reverse. He might not be coming home. A Big Mama came in. What Big Mama got to say behind her? And then we're going to get into it. Somebody fire and desire is upside down. Point blank period is what Big Mama said. And it got to be this Gemini who was on the other side of that as soon as I get home. They ain't right. A Gemini. A whole Gemini out here been doing some stuff. Oh my goodness. Dignified. Big Mama numbers coming in with the 739. Dignified, natural, scientific, and studious. Love learning and teaching. That's with the 7. 3, cheerful, enthusiastic, funny, communicative. Loves entertaining. That's on a 3. On a 9, artistic, compassionate, dramatic. And did we know that she's good with bringing cycles and bringing things to an end? The 379 is a 19. which brings us to a 1 and 9. 1 and a 9 is a 10, and it's a 1 family. You know that's what Big Mama is all about. Big Mama got us confident, intuitive, thoughtful, and entrepreneur. That goes along with the number 9 because C is up in there, right? Because today is a 3, 8, 7, which brings us to a 9. And then we got the 9 hitting on it again because she said, what's it going to be? With the song from Evogue. And Vogue was created in 1989, which is a 9. So we got triple nines going on up in this cut. It's time for a new thing. 999. We got a 999, and we going to end it on that. It's complete. It's finito. So somebody need to cut the crap. And then on the other side of what it came up behind that Gemini, it said, so glad that I did not let a bad day keep me down. That was the keep moving forward. Is fourth, second, first, last, no matter fourth, second, first, last, third, no matter how you are, you may wait. Fourth, second, first, last, third, fifth, no matter how you may place yourself in the race, just cross the finish line. And everything is keep on talking about keep on going. Keep on going. You not compete with nobody, point blank, period. And what is that? Point blank, period again. But facing us is the numerical codes. You need to pay attention to that because inside of that, this is where it's at. This is what we have been given the numerical codes for these days that we've been living through. It's nothing but numerical codes coming in this cut. What is that? Point blank, period. They should have slowed down. Why they should have slowed down? Because they done made their mama ashamed of them now. Point blank, period. What was the first sound that you remember hearing? The first word hearing when you first started to hear? Do you remember what you first started to hear when you started hearing? And maybe that's why your mama ashamed of you because that should have been the first thing you started hearing was her heart. You disconnected from that. See, that's why these things right here is upside down. Friends with benefits. It's upside down. Somebody don't see you as friends with benefits no more. Collective. Point blank. Period. Elite families. See, that's what this facing us. That's where it's gonna be at for us. Collective. They're gonna be considering our family to be elite. Point blank. Period. What else is facing us? We got Saturn coming in with the 7. A 7. This is D7. What was I saying earlier? And this let me know that this message is done with. We got the 9 coming in with that already. We got karma, judgment, fulfillment, completeness. We got Saturn on this card, Capricorn. We got Mayat on this card. Do I need to pretend? And we dealing with the crown chakra. Somebody need to um somebody need to touch up on a crown chakra. Let's see what's going to be for that. Somebody need to meditate. Stop believing your thoughts, especially if they are negative. You need to do energy work and to get back right. You need to educate yourself. Don't lean onto other people understanding. Whatever you getting out of these groups that you're getting in with these podcasts, even in this place right here, go ahead on and do the research for yourself and see what else goes along with it, and take the best part of it and leave less behind. And the less is whatever does not do you good in the spirit of what we're walking in with this lizard, this transformation, these health healing things. This is where it's at. You see it? We got the karma coming back. But see, on the end of that is that we know the wheel of fortune is involved in that. And the nine bringing us into completion of all of that. You need to hum or chant the sound. Um, that's what they're saying to do. Explore plant medicine. That's what I was telling you about this medicine that is in this jar. This is edible. You can cook with it and you can put it on your body. This is coconut infused with pink rose petals, hand picked. So that's where we at. We're getting into those spaces of using our intuition, the wisdom, and everything that has been given to us to manifest what it is that we need inside our life. Because we know we got karma coming back on the end of these things because of all of the stuff that was going on. They're going to be seeing you as a lead family because it was facing us. See, point blank period, they could not see what was behind that. But it's this right here, elite family. And then we know that that seven was bringing in that karma with the judgment, and also on Saturn. And we got Saturn coming up, and the return of that in the season of Saturn is going to be coming up. And we're dealing with our crown chakra. We got Maya in the house. We got a Capricorn in here too. And what was going on? We had the friends with benefits that got turned upside down. Somebody thought that they was gonna have you as a friend with benefits. The mother was ashamed of them for how they acted. They did not get in tune with that first sound that they heard. See what it say right there? What was the first sound that you heard when you started hearing what you heard? You were inside the womb. The first sound should have been the connection to their mother heart, and maybe that's where they ashamed at. And we know we got numerical codes that is playing a play in today with all of the numbers that we have been given, with the 12 equaling to a 3, the 8 for the date, the 7 being for the total of the year. And also what we need to do, work together, right? Somebody was a fire and desire, but Big Mama had to come in and tell us about that. That's where we had got it. And I read to you all what Big Mama stood for. She in this because she said she is approving this message. See right here. The other day, Big Papa popped out, and it's very rarely that both of them pop out together. So I know that it's okay. She didn't have to let him come through. Because when Big Papa come through, as you can hear when I was reading the message, it was a whole lot of thunder and going on. And what did we have in this house? What did we have in here? Where they at? Where are they? Shango and Oya out of the Miles and Babes. This a whole lot of what's going on. Somebody gonna say, how you indigenous and you got this going on? Because I'm Raven. I ain't gotta answer no questions about none of the religions. I go through all of them. Now make that make sense. Somebody gonna try to go and look it up, but they gonna omit everything that they find out because they don't want the emissions to come back the right way. But you see, we got, no matter how you place, everything is about keep going forward, point blank period, and don't let go. What did I say was the channel song in Vogue? Look how this came up after the fact. And all of that is still coming up because it's time to plant that garden. That's what you're going to need for to do the things that you're going to do as a healer with the spirit of the lizard, point blank, period. And nothing else for them to see on that side. You gaining larger accounts. And why? Because it's time for you to make some decisions with the Two of Swords popping up in there. And then you don't have to worry about these undelivered products yet because you don't have no products that is in request. Somebody is probably lying. And what I'm getting, if they started a false business in your name trying to make you look bad and try to do bad business that is not going to work because it's come up like that, your stuff is going to hit when it's going to hit. Point blank, period. And nothing on no line for that to see. And instead, take it one day at a time. And why? Because you were thankful for the Most High giving you everything. Y'all talk about what y'all sent out into the universe for it to come back. That must be the Most High. So how you gonna deny God in any kind of form? If I have to send something from me to go to the universe to come back to me, then I'm not that source where it's coming back from. I'm the source where it came from. I mean, it's going to another source from me. But if I don't have to do any of that at all, then it's all on me. Right? Then that means I wouldn't have to give thanks to nothing outside of me for giving me the chance to breathe air, because we know how easily it is for the whole sky to be filled with volcanic ash to where you cannot breathe that air, and you did not have no control over what has happened. And God forbid that happen to somebody in this life in these current days and ages, but it can. That's how people got petrified, or things from volcanic ash eruptions, dry bones. Because what happened with you being so thankful and taking it one day at a time, you draw in a wheel of fortune that is undeniably coming your way. And they can't do nothing about it, point blank, period. Ain't nothing else for them to stop. Who were some of these people that tried to stop it, or that love interest that you know is time to let go? A person who have friends that let them act stupid and do bad things. That's not your friends. They laughing at you for being a fool and doing stuff that is stopping you from having what you ultimately are going to have anyway, because they could love you forever. And inside of love, that is forgiveness. What were they doing? They were playing up under the moon, but the moon goddess, the lady of the rainbow, stopped all of that. And we know that she came in earlier through the week with the fertility, with the spirit of the rabbit. See, that's all connected. But we know that there's a man in the moon also. But on this time, they got the lady of the moon, the Mayan goddess, your ancestors, your indigenous. They want to be brought to the king now. It's probably too late. Who was it? Somebody first love. And what were they doing? They were being a liar. Why? Because they had unhealed wounds. And then after you had received all of what it was they was doing up under the moon, now you know from Big Sis that you might need to take some folic acid to help get those parts right. Who is it possibly? A biker boy. He know what kind of bike he rode. Why? Because of inheritance. But then they want to tell you everything that you need to know about them in this non-violent offense. See, the slate could be clean. Ain't nobody got no clean drawers. If you did, you wouldn't have to take them off and wash them. You'll wear them forever. But that's okay when somebody's putting your dirty laundry out to wash. I'm going to wash everybody's laundry. Mine, yours. If the neighbors come and they don't have a washer, they get washed too. They all got to hang out the dryer. And if they're not hanging out the dryer, put them all in the dryer. What else for this message of completion? Because Big Mama came in and I could have really been stopped with the triple nines coming in for everything that's going. What is this? They stealing your lights because they spiritually bankrupt. Know the real from the fake. They don't have nothing to pay. This is elementary, my dear Watson. They ain't gonna have anything if you don't give it to them. So everything that they've been getting is of your light. They've been tapping into your light because they're spiritually bankrupt. That's why it's called set a pace, steady the course. If I am a lecturer, I'm not going to give you next week lesson today. You're going to have to wait. But some of you are so hungry for knowledge and wisdom and the way to apply it that everything that you're getting, you give it at one time to where you have to keep on trying to get something else when all you should have done was taken the knowledge and wisdom that you have acquired and broken it down into a summary, right? Now we're gonna end this on a prayer that come out of this prayer card, and it's just random. Take it how you take it. You may not, or you may believe in prayers. Like I said, we had meditation came in that we needed to meditate and dealing with the spiritual holiness. And meditation is just as well as prayers because your mind has to be focused on those things and you're quieting out everything else around you. If you hear it in that busy city that you're in, this is a block and a removal for anyone who is sending me energy that does not want me to have the ability to be a proficient speaker. I do not accept your energy into my space. I'm going to give the message to those who need it. Now, like I was saying, quieting out the noise while I meditate does not mean that the noise is not there. It is that I am not tuning into it anymore. So it gradually fades away into the background and it is out of sight so that it will not be touched by where it is that I want to project those thoughts in a forward emotion to be able to receive them as they are in the mirror, non reversed. So I'm clearing out all of those sounds that are not of tranquility, like the hammer that is hammering in the background, or that alarm that keeps going off, or even the siren of the police cars that are moving along the road, or that helicopter that just flew by your home and you hear it, the phone that is ringing right now. You're going to go ahead on and tune all of that out. Now you're going to listen to the quietness of your minds. Those thoughts that you are having, you cannot stop them. But what you can do is sort out the ones that are the most sufficient for you manifesting what you need in sight. What you're going to do is allow them to be visualized as the bigger thoughts in your mind, right? It's on the black, on the canvas. So, on the canvas of your mind, while you are meditating with your eyes closed, you are going to visualize the word sound, how it is spelled in your mind. You're seeing it on your blackboard, and you know that there are notes that are resonating with this topic, that particular thought. You're going to take that one thought that you know you want to accomplish, and you're going to put it right in front of you on the blackboard, and you're going to bring that blackboard closer. You're going to highlight it specifically, and then you're going to denote all of the other things that resonate with that thought. You're going to now take out those notes that does not have a sound statement. In words sound power in your mind, you are going to bring forth the light on those things that have been highlighted. And this is the prayer for you. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalms 56:3. And that's what we're going to go at and leave it like that. We are trusting in the divine this time because we don't want to lean to our own understanding. And there you have it, folks, for the 33387. What's it gonna be? Because I can't pretend. Some whole lot of stuff coming in. Some things are being moved out. And go to your mother. For those of you who have a mother that's ashamed of you for doing what you're doing, you've been talking to her about everything. She's not too proud about that. And this was fell on the floor. The end of this cycle is why, because I praise a living God. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a lovely day. This is December the 8th, 2023. We rocking with the 387, baby. Resonating with the 18, bringing us to a 9. Completion of all of those cycles and going into something new. Because we praise the living God. I praise the living God. I know so many of them, and they alive, right? Thank y'all for tuning in.